What's up, everybody? Real quick, did PlayStation just pull a fast one by switching a game out with the free games of the month? In some way, I feel like somebody at Sony looked at the games being released by Xbox on the 30th when it came out and said, we cannot allow us to have a fucking soccer game be our one game that sets the tone for everything else. PlayStation, you kind of admitted you screwed up by doing that. You probably should have just let that one go and you could have kept being your dumbass self. But the fact that you took it out and you put in the digital deluxe version of Detroit Become Human means you heard all 90 plus million people on PlayStation scream out, "You're fucking stupid." And I'm not going to hold my breath to this, but I know all you other PlayStation fans out there are going to be legitimately turning pink, purple, blue until you pass out. You better hope PlayStation takes this point in time to, without uh, physically announcing they fucked up, you better hope they learn, and next month when they announce their games, they don't come with some stupid bullshit like they did in June for the next month games, meaning they shouldn't have an article out every 3 weeks bombing them for their horrible fucking choices. Maybe choose something better. Ever think that through? Ever think, we just had a huge fire sale in June. What were the, like, 3, 4 most popular games? Let's put those on a Twitter poll and find out which of the two people would like to see the most who maybe didn't get to use the fire sale because they were busy. You do what I'm saying? That would have probably presented you with a better option than fucking soccer. And I know I sound like I hate soccer, but I'm just putting it in the sense of it was legitimately soccer versus Inside and Castlevania and Meet the Robinson soccer. You might have been able to beat Meet the Robinson because it's a fucking cartoon movie video game. But there's no chance in hell that that soccer game was ever going to come between the Castlevania and Inside games. That was not going to happen. And even Sony knew that. So them taking it away and putting out Detroit Become Human means we heard you. That's what it means. It means Sony got blasted so bad from the YouTubes, the Facebooks, the Twitters, the countless articles from the Polygons and the Takakus and all them shits that Sony could not avoid it. That's what that means. The fact they did that. Just think about it. Just think about it for like 2 seconds. That's exactly what the fuck that means. It means there was such a roar from the PlayStation and gaming community alike that PlayStation was forced to change their free games. And mainly the one that people were like, the fuck are you doing, which was the soccer one, because it was really reaching for a niche audience that was about maybe 15 to 30 people tops. Now people will get to play Detroit Become Human who might have been waiting on it, who might have been waiting on that flash sale but couldn't have bought it because they weren't, they didn't have the funds. Maybe that'll get a little bit more interesting with people subscribing because PlayStation, let me explain something to you. You have the least amount of reason to subscribe. You have the least amount of reason. You offer only 2 video games. That's the first part. You offer only 2 games. You are the only company who goes down like clockwork now. I mean, it's almost to the point where you can predict that the PlayStation servers are going to be down. That's how bad it is. Okay? Not only that, you're more expensive. I don't give a fuck if the Xbox One X is $500. PS4 is more expensive when you add up everything. Okay? So, you're more expensive when it comes to the services. Why do you think people are not buying into you? It's not because you're not good. It's not because you're not good. Let's get that straight. It's not because Sony is a bad company by any stretch of the imagination. It's because of their own fucking greed. Which is the exact same reason I'm not buying any more Capcom on Nintendo. They're fucking greedy and they want to take it out on the people who are the ones who pay them. That's how you make for damn sure you end up like the homeless guy on the side of the fucking road with no money in your hand. Being greedy like a bitch. Put your hand out there. Give us some more shit we didn't ask for or that we might have asked for and over fucking price it. PlayStation, you shouldn't have to be learning or figuring any of this out, as the PSP and PS Vita are both key factors in determining the reason for failure was it was over fucking priced. Something you should have been learned by now, especially considering the PS3 took how many fucking years for it to even sell where it mattered a little bit? This isn't a hard lesson, PlayStation. This is something that you should have been figured out. You just now getting it? This is why I say, Sony, you are a boardroom full of fucking morons. That it took you this long, 3 fucking systems, to figure out, oh, if we treat our customers like we want them to be here, maybe they'll come here. Yeah. So, don't go sitting there talking about Sony only did it because, no, Sony had a huge backlash after that stupid fucking 2-game announcement. I'm sorry, on their own merit and in their own respective genres, they can be great games. The problem is, Sony, you are forever in competition against Microsoft when it comes to free games month in, month out. And not one of your fans can admit that you looked better than Nintendo going into July. Not one. You were looking fucking terrible. And this switching to Detroit Become Human is your way of, without having to physically say it on a microphone, saying we were wrong. See you next time.